21 and over to watch this video.
So right now, what's going on, everyone? Peter with Elevated Botanicals. We are sitting down with our February grower and breeder of the month. What's going on, Growing Craze and PTSD Rich.
How's it going?
On.
What's happening, everybody?
I appreciate you guys taking your busy Sunday to come hang out with us. Baby, you can come sit down. All right, whatever. So I wanted to do this to broadcast people that need recognition. I want the whole community to partner up instead of fighting over dumb things. And I thought this would be the best way to show everyone in the community. I picked random people from all over the place, just to get people, introduce them to different things, different people. And you guys stuck out to me the most, and it's actually kind of funny. You guys already know each other, and so it's cool. But yeah, I would like to start by getting to know how you guys got into growing.
Well, I'll tell you first. Well, I love the plant. Started smoking when I was about 15, 16 years old, and man, the stuff that was around was just horrible. And then I started watching a little bit of this, a little bit of that online, and seeing like, wow, there's like, I keep hearing about this purple stuff and all this other thing. I'm thinking these people are crazy. I'm like, there's no such a thing as purple. All I've seen is this like horrible looking smashed up seeds in it, and just terrible stuff. And then you start seeing pictures and you're almost like, is that even real? And so I started watching a couple of videos online, and it was back, before there was legality involved, and I was kind of just looking around, found a little small light, and I was like, I'm going to try, see what I can do here. And after it took me a good 3-4 different runs of, 1-2 plant. At first, I had no idea what was going on. I wasn't even, like, aware that there was light cycles and all that stuff going on, so I'm just trying to start them outside. And I think I started towards, like, the end of summer or something, so the plant actually popped up, but then it just fell over eventually, and I'm like, dude, this is not as easy as I thought it was going to be. So doing a little research here and there back when I think like everybody was using Fox Farm at the time, because there was like a little bit I started seeing about advanced nutrients. So I was like, I'm gonna get this figured out. So it took me about 3 years before I was really coming up with something that was just, decent. People around me started being like, what in the hell? Like, where's this even coming from? And of course, it was very secretive. So I was like, I can't really tell you.
Definitely dispensary quality, top shelf.
There's always an old man who lived on the side of a mountain.
Man, I tell you what, they just got the natural right outdoors and do amazing things with it. After that, I quit for a long time. I was dealing with a bunch of different issues, legal issues and such. So I was like, I'm done. And then when it came back about and they opened up dispensaries around my town, I was going in there and seeing, oh yeah, there's some decent quality stuff here. But I think, if I remember correctly, towards the end of my last growing, I think I was maybe tipping it a little bit. So I looked back into it. My wife one day suggested, she's like, didn't you know how to grow this back in the day? I'm like, yep, we're going to try it. If you want me to try it, I'm going to try it again. And then, she was requested at this point, because I just love it. So I'm just there making sure everything's perfect all the time, like a crazy person, hence the name. I got so much love for it, man. It's a blessing for sure. I'm just kind of disappointed with the way the legality is going right now. I'm hoping that I don't know what the heck's going to happen here in the future, but
yeah, hopefully, I don't know. I tell everyone, get a medical card. Not saying that they can't come mess with the med patients. I'm not saying that, but they're gonna come after the rec people first. I really don't think they're gonna mess with medical too much. Let's hope not. But I think medical is the way to go, 100%. But it's weird. They did some flip floppy shit. How do you feel about it, Rob?
Oh man. I really can't say the medical market, with that being the name, pharmaceuticals really get their hands on it, like with this reclassification, rescheduling, whatever it is. That's going to be an enormous buy-in, whatever the hell else comes with it. It could possibly destroy the entire medical market, unless your name is Pfizer. I don't know.
No.
Yeah, I'm hoping that the states that have the social equity in place don't let that happen. Me as being a social equity participant, I'm hoping it doesn't happen, because then we're never going to be able to get into the legal market. It's expensive already as it is now.
Yeah.
Gotta grow your own, man.
Well, that's the thing. If we don't end up hitting the market, I'm comfortable right where I'm at. I love to grow indoor and I love to grow outdoor. I just love to be able to bring my existence into the legal market. I don't know how many joints we've bought in the past week, 2. We've just crap. You know what I mean? Like, they're pushing whatever they want out, and it's not. It'd be nice to have some people in there that are actually for the people and not cutting plants down at fucking when they're way before they're ready to be done. Well,
Yeah, the deadlines.
Gotta get that
To say
next
the
crop
least.
going.
yeah.
That's a shame, man. Gotta let it get to its full potential.
Oh yeah, man. It's all about money, and that's the thing. It needs to be an even playing field. Money is awesome. You know what I mean? Everyone needs to run on money, but be able to have someone that has the love and compassion for the plant, for the money aspect, is crucial, and you don't see that nowadays in any really. Well, I personally haven't seen it in indoor commercial. Well, except for my man Rob over here.
Yeah. Been at it a little while.
Yes, sir.
Let's see. So I'm kind of a late bloomer. I didn't really start smoking weed until I was 17.
That's really
And then immediately after, I started growing it.
really.
Yeah, pretty much. Tried to go to college. Yeah, that didn't work. I was a chef for a couple years, trying to do that thing. Moved around quite a bit. And then once the person who introduced me to smoking weed properly, when he passed away in 2006, that's when I went full bore with it. Had to get the old Grow Bible, George Cervantes,
Yep.
Crazy says it took him about 4 crops to start doing something. Mine was like 20. I sucked. I probably still do. Had the 400-watt fucking HPS in a closet with a little curtain over it, just blasting into the room I slept in. you know. So rough start. And then I went from the closet to the whole room to the garage to the basement to a couple houses at a time. Made my way up to Maine, joined the medical program up there. Had a started with a little 4,000 square foot warehouse. Built onto that, got up to about 10,000. Grew a lot of medical cannabis. That was dope for a long time. Moved back here to New York at this. Once my medical facility in Maine got shut down, literally got kicked out of the town, ordinanced out of town. It was,
Really?
Oh, sure.
Is that where I see like they were burning plants?
Yeah. This was shortly after that. So the last thing I did when I shut down my medical facility was finally begin PTSD. The last thing I did there was throw some pollen in a room. It was 22, I believe, beginning of 22. I've still been growing ever since. Moved back here to New York. Still doing my thing here at the same company, different face. And yeah, been working on my breeding for the last 4 years or so.
Doing an amazing job too. You gotta brew. Oh, I have one. Oh shit. Yeah. We just popped. We just doing our 24-hour soak with the Fanny Blinkers right now.
I saw that. That's cool.
Yeah. I wanted to wrap it into our Athena side-by-side trial and the grow up. It just with outdoor season coming up, it's like I didn't want to wait until after I do all my outdoors to do the Athena trial. So, they have been like the only company that actually was like, yeah, hey, we'll send you something here. You know what I mean? Like, not a lot of people have done that.
They're a great company. I love those guys.
Yeah. Actually, I went on there earlier tonight, and Dave was saying that he wants to send me out a bottle of Fade for flower. That's cool. Not a lot of people do that. I tried to hit up Advanced Nutrients, and I don't think I ever got an email back.
There's a lot to be said about those people and the owner of that company.
Yeah.
I'm an Athena guy personally, not a hater, but I run those salts, baby. Love them.
That's what a few people have been saying is they really like running salts.
Man, I could never dial salts in correctly. I mean, I always through the cycle and always got a product at the end, but I could never get it right. I swear, I always had some type of mad tip burn going on, or just some yellowing of the plant too early. I just could not figure it out, and it's crazy. I would follow the cycles perfectly, everything that they say, and I tried to go lighter on them, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong here exactly. So that's why I was watching a lot of that Mr. Grow It. He has that podcast he does with all the growers, and I was listening to one. I think his name is Medic Fit, something of that nature. And man, he was just breaking down this and that for the organics, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna give it a run and see what happens here. And it worked out well for me. I probably had the best success with that. Back in the day, that's all I could run. I didn't know anything about organics or anything, and I was getting a decent product back then. I don't know what I was doing differently, but I just can't get it right. You guys have to show me what I'm doing wrong here or something next time.
We had a good run with doing Synganics, mixing amending soil with Gaia Green Multi-Purpose and Power Bloom. and then put an advance on top of that. Still needs some fine tuning. I'm gonna put it on the back end for now and go back to using soil for the Athena trial, and then start messing back around with it because I want to lock it in. I really liked what came out of it, so I think we're gonna stick with Synganics for a while. I don't like wasting soil, so all my soil is just sitting in my basement, waiting to get derooted and amended and reused. As we know, it's not cheap. Shit adds up quick.
It does, for sure. I was an organic grower until I did the figures for how much soil I would need for Maine when I moved there. And I was alone initially, and I could not handle 40,000 gallons of soil I intended to recycle.
Yeah.
I used to move my house in one U-Haul and my soil in another. Exactly.
What are you eating?
Coffee and cream.
Ooh,
Okay.
sounds like a
Mommy,
plan.
you like-
Yeah.
That seems like that's a
Drop
ton
it.
of soil. I can imagine. You say you do reuse your soil though? When you run soil elevated?
Yes,
When I did soil,
I
yeah.
read. At that quantity, like he said, if you do the math and it doesn't make sense, and it doesn't make sense. But for us right now, it's not like what I am trying to do. I just put in to be Tiffany's caregiver. Because right now we're only allowed 12 plants with 2 medical cards. So that's, you know what I mean? Like, makes no
Stack
sense.
'em.
Well, that's the thing. If I come her caregiver, as long as like everything's labeled and separate, mine, hers, then we're good to go, and then I can double up and be able to make it a little bit more make sense. I think we're gonna stop testing for people here pretty soon, except for like a select few people, and start working on our own stuff. You know, I want to get some stuff down. You know, not that I'm locked in growing, but I am a better grower, so I think what goes along with that is also breeding. You know, to be able to come around full circle is definitely what you need to stay current. We're gonna be getting into deep tissue culture as well. That's another thing that a lot of people are doing.
Yeah, I've always been very interested in what exactly is happening there. I saw some some people out in California, some of the bigger companies doing that tissue culture, and I'm like, what in the hell is going on? They're just taking a leaf and extracting the genetics.
Putting in like
Insane.
Rob, have you seen it? Have you done it?
No. Never.
Yes, I've not done it. I wish I had somewhere I could verify as a clean room. I've got my kit sitting right here. Tissue culture is the future for sure, and it's absolutely what saved all of our asses. 18? Obsolete and viroid.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Every commercial facility should be running tissue cultured plants. Honestly, everything you are able to purchase should be that secure, that safe, especially if it's labeled as medical or anything of that nature.
Most definitely.
That's crazy.
Yes, sir.
I still don't even understand the process behind it, to be honest with you. I just was watching some videos about it, and I'm like, that's insane. I don't get it.
Yeah, I haven't really done too much research on it. I know Athena is very big into it. Like you said, a lot of people and cultivators are to be able to stick around. You got to be able to learn new things. It's not just about cloning plants anymore. And that's another thing. Cloning plants, you get a lot of diseases, and the main thing I think is being sterile. Is having a complete room, complete clean room. Everything sterile.
You are absolutely correct. I had hops viroid in 18, probably a little earlier than that. I got it from two different sources that I figure. And it got so bad I almost was at 50% crop loss before Dark Heart Nursery put out their report of this is what it is.
Yeah.
Once they told us what it was, I didn't even care. I knew how to fight it from there. Oh yeah, be fucking cleaner. Maybe don't go through your entire mother room with a giant pair of scissors and just put them all down. You know. Yeah, so sanitation critical. I myself, I've definitely posted about my cloning methods and my overall SOP for dealing with viruses.
Mhm.
As a grower who's essentially life has always been on the line. I've always made my money from cannabis. So whenever I've encountered a problem, ever, it doesn't matter what it is, a bug or a virus or a crazy ex-wife, whatever I did to solve that problem, I never stopped doing it.
I saw those showers that you were doing, man. That was pretty sweet.
What was that, Jeremy? I'm sorry.
I saw that different showers that PTSD was posting about the I can't remember exactly. Yeah, it starts with Foss something in another.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm a big fan of the whatever that paint sprayer is from Home Depot. I've probably had 5 or 6 of those. Yeah, blast everything. If you can clean your plant and your room at the same time, I'm all for it.
Most definitely.
I went through a couple of different things. I had when I very first got into this, I pulled some clones from somebody, and they were not, I guess, not the cleanliest person. They ended up sliding me some spider mites along with it, and I was new into this mod. The second time I started growing, I didn't really even know what the heck was going on. People kept saying like, "Look at your leaves, look at your leaves," and eventually I spotted one of those little fuckers like getting real close up in by the vein of one of the leaves, and I'm like, "Oh my god, this is a spider mite!" So a couple of times I ended up having to trash my whole grow at the time, and then I switched around and started using what is that stuff they got now? Lost Coast Plant Therapy. So I was spraying down through vegetative state, and it seemed to work, and it got me back clean now, and now I'm just paranoid. Every single time I'm checking everything, and I've been so blessed that I haven't ran into the same issue.
Yeah, I'm a big believer of being preventative. Preventative maintenance is huge. And I think I get that from growing outdoors. Is because you always gotta, you let something sit, guess what? You're gonna start catching shit quick. So prevent it in the house, really not too much because I'm a clean freak. Everything gets taken out, cleaned before, during. I take my fan down all the time and clean it just because fucking hair it goes around. But yeah, we use Lost Plant Codes there. The other one we use is Dr. Zines. Dr. Zines is good.
I've heard good things about them.
Yeah, we use that in flour. They say not to use Lost Coast in flour because well, something that is in one of the ingredients in it makes the buns all nasty.
Yeah, I'm still afraid to touch anything in flour. You know, I think if you're in flour and you're having an issue, I might even just restart. I'm just terrified of it. I don't want to have any issues. I don't want to spray nothing on my flowers. That's for sure. Because you know,
I actually do spray in flour,
I do
but
too.
strictly peroxide.
Yep.
gotcha.
And I'll use
Never,
zero tolerant oxyphos,
Why are you opening my cell?
crazy strengths, just all the way through. Even the day before harvest, I've even done the day of harvest.
Yep.
Test pass, you know.
that's
Yeah,
cool
I
to
mean,
know, man.
there are instances for sure, but
Yeah, outdoor I spray up until like the last 2 weeks. Because with Massachusetts, bud rot, botrytis will eat you out of house and home. So
same here.
to stay, oh yeah, New York, boom, yeah, there you go. So I sprayed Dr. Zymes up until the last 2 weeks, but you can spray it up until the day of harvest. It's OMRI certified.
Oh yeah.
Are you talking to me? But yeah,
Good to know.
I've
If there was
seen
anything-
people tests it won't show up with things like, of course, you got to avoid heavy oils, but
yeah.
maybe
And that's
some things like Dr. Zymes, whatever, will just never show up. There's a lot of people, lot more people doing post-harvest dunks indoor and especially outdoor with a variety of products. I've seen people drop a little Lost Coast. I don't know about that one. All sorts of different things. My last outdoor crop was all peroxide, 35%.
Yeah.
doing a wash.
Yeah.
no, get that.
I did see somebody mixing like peroxide, like lemon, and then just going straight into some water directly after, doing like a bud wash and cleaning whatever craziness comes from the outdoors. I've personally never been outdoors before. I know that sounds insane, but I've never had.
Not missing much.
Yeah,
No,
no.
you're not gonna hit the
It's a lot of work. I'm out there every night checking, at least spraying at least 2-3 times a week.
You do everything you can to the letter, and Mother Nature usually has different plans.
I was outside this year taking tinfoil and putting them over my 7-gallon plastics, so the rainwater, because they just were. It rained so much this year, and I put them out around Mother's Day, and just like a month and a half, 2 months of straight fucking rain. So, yeah.
I think I'm gonna take my first swing at breeding some plants this time around. I had that male coming from PTSD, the Mac from the Dead, and I had some different selections of clones I got going on. So I picked 4 of them to throw in one of my tents with the Mac from the Dead right in the center there.
Nice.
Gonna kind of let it all naturally happen. You guys got any tips on how should I start flowering the females first and then throw the male in there? That's what I was kind of reading, is they said to get about 2 weeks of flower, so your female starts showing her pistils a little bit before you throw your male in there, because they'll shoot about 5 weeks in or so.
That's you answer your own question. That's awesome.
Exactly.
I like to wait a week and a half, 2 weeks, start seeing some pistils develop. Let them pollinate through week for whenever the male starts looking shitty, pretty much.
Yeah.
Anywhere, a lot of literature will say 6 weeks for seeds to develop, which is more or less true. Wait till at least 8, but in the meantime, take a look around what a lot of people are doing. I like to let the plant essentially just die. Run it 12, 14 weeks, and long before that even, she'll be dropping seeds. Maybe want to catch a little plate under there or something, but yeah, that's a really, really nice thing to do. Let the plant just know it's at the end of life. It's a beautiful thing. You almost never see a plant die naturally. Another technique, I know a lot of people that will pollinate, let them go another week or two after pollination, and then bring them back to veg.
Okay.
So seeds are going to be developing. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot to be said about seed plants preferring more nitrogen, more blue light as opposed to the harsh flowering reds, that sort of thing.
No kidding. That is very interesting. So if you bring your plant back into veg after it's pollinated, it'll still develop the seeds properly?
It will.
Oh, wow, that's really cool.
That's what people smarter and better than me have shown me.
So when would you flip them into flower?
I'm sorry?
When would you flip them into flower after you flip them into veg? How long then would you flip them into flower? Are you saying that once you put them into veg, then that they'll just start growing the seeds and you stay on veg cycle?
Yep, and you stay on the veg cycle, and they're going to try to do their crazy re-veg, their revert during that time.
Okay.
Which will take significant time, if at all.
Yep.
Man, I've definitely got some pictures from a grow up north.
It's interesting.
Awesome, man. That's awesome. I'm really looking forward to it. I figure, the first one is going to go as planned, but it's going to be, fun to give it a try and see what happens, right?
Definitely.
Hell yeah.
Another thing I would suggest is maybe do some smaller plants with the breeding.
Nothing over 3 gallons.
Something in a gallon size. I mean,
Exactly what I'm doing.
I breed in rock wool. Sometimes either a 4 or a 6 inch. I prefer 4s for my breeding, as the plants just get enormous. You're talking like 2,000 seeds a foot. Like, you're gonna get a lot of seeds, is my point.
Yeah.
Excellent. That's crazy, man.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
exactly what he said too. He's like, he'd be shocked at how many seeds are going to come out of those plants, because I planned on doing it in 1 gallons. So I got some right now that are sitting in some solo cups. I'm gonna throw them into a 1 gallon. I already got the Mac from the Dead in a 1 gallon. It's doing really good. So I picked a couple of different cultivars that I really like, and I think I'll just let it naturally happen.
Nice. That's what I'm working on. Round 2 of that.
Excellent.
Awesome.
So let's talk about this. I want to know about this Helen Smeller, man. That thing looks incredible.
Oh, I
posted a
saw
picture
that.
of it. People loved it, man.
Yeah, I've been teasing that for a little bit. It just came down to the artwork. A lot of different things going on, etc. Got a nice package coming for Peter real soon. Uh, had to finish everything up. It was driving me crazy. Very, along with the PTSD, OCD is a real problem for me. Once it's in my head, it has to be finished. I just can't stop. I can't sleep. Don't eat. Had to finish those cards.
They look
You
really
did an
good,
awesome
man.
job on them, that's for sure. I like them.
Yeah.
Original as fuck.
Give or take, at least an original spin on it, maybe.
Yeah,
You
I
know,
think
shout out to the people that came before me, of course. My little wax bottle deal, I stole that from 808 Genetics of Hawaii.
okay.
Although them motherfuckers charged me $150 for that pack for me to witness that wax bottle. So, you know, I thought I'd bring it to the people, you know.
Might as well.
And then a lot of Soulfire, love those guys. They actually have a trading card game. Like,
Really?
that's sick as hell. Me, I just like Pokemon and Magic cards. So it's just kind of like looks like it. I'm not smart enough to create a game. Um, you know, so whatever the saying goes, we all stand on the backs of giants. Whatever. I don't fucking know.
You have to wait.
Shout out to all the
man.
You have
before
to
us.
wait.
But the names, though, the names, no one's fucking with my names. Like, come
You
on.
ain't kidding.
No.
It's 40 years of purple OG cheesecake. Like, not putting anybody down. That's just not my style. Everyone does their thing. But I like, I'm just you either get me or you don't kind of person. It's very black and white.
Yep.
That's what my brand is all about. You either love it or you hate it immediately. And I'm cool with that.
Your birthday's in October.
Hating it,
I
though.
got
Who the
right
hell
for
touches Booty Sweat, man? Nobody's touching that name.
Yeah, no, that was way back when Tropic Thunder came out, 010.
One more in the bathroom.
That's where
Of
that
course, I
came
was
from.
growing at the time, and as soon as that word was uttered, I pulled out a little yellow pad and whatever on the coffee table, and I wrote down Booty Sweat, weed strains. And it took me 10 years to find the perfect plants and the space and the time to actually do it. But Booty Sweat was the first. Now, another thing I'd like to mention, the names are all crazy, but 95% of them all actually, have meaning. They take names for purpose of their mothers, their names. Oh, Booty Sweat is its father is a plant called It's Fire. Shout out Jinx Proof Genetics. And the cut of a plant called Greyhounds. So my brain thought Greyhounds was the dog and not the cookie. So Fire, Hounds, Booty Sweat. I was thinking women. And it goes from there. So if you look for it, I follow the rules.
I do want to ask you, is there a feminized line in the near future?
I have given it consideration. I have a lot to say about the seed industry as a whole lately. I know the autoflower market is going crazy, which is a real sham. Autoflowers are a sham. Sorry, I'm gonna say that. The feminized market. I know people with reputations that put out 50 strains every other month. Huge menus, self-pollinating and crossing everything in their library. That's just not something I agree with. I'm a rambler.
No, you're good.
Like if I think once I get my backbone a little bit more established, you'll see I've been working. All my crosses are either booty sweat or dead ass, which comes from booty sweat. Half my dead ass line is all back crosses to its cherry lime run parent. So once I strengthen the backbone more and self-pollinate from my own stock, I may pick and choose the right ones. I personally carry. I've only got 60 mothers on hand right now. So I mean, I could be making fem seeds all day. But yeah, you'll see. I'll bring in a selective cut every once in a while. A Sherb cream pie, popular cut from Bones. But mostly I'm just into crossing my own things.
Most definitely.
So for better or worse.
I like it.
I think that's one of the main reasons we want to get into the breeding is to start making our own stuff. And, you know, it's just feels better when you do your own thing. You know.
Absolutely. So it took me quite a while to find the perfect plants to breed with. But once again, Jinx Proof Genetics. You look at his plants, he's been around forever.
I see him on Instagram a lot.
Yeah, they keep kicking him off there. He goes way back with Subcool and all those cats on the West Coast. You look at his plants and you can tell they're his. Something about the structure, even though all the leaves are different, there's something that speaks to you about his plants. Another one I can think of off the top of my head is Pheno Addicts. I notice in their plants too. It's like the first time. It's like when you hear Jimi Hendrix. Maybe there's a song on you've never heard before, but you know it's Jimmy from Note 1. That's Jinx Proof. That's Pheno Addicts. I would like to achieve something similar to that. Artistry.
Most definitely.
He's corny as fuck.
No. We smell what you're stepping in. Most definitely. I appreciate you guys taking the time to hop on here with me. Thank you, Jeremy. I will get that package out as soon as it touches down.
Thanks for having us.
No,
Exciting.
I got some stuff for you too, brother. On the way. About to be on the way.
Love it.
Oh yeah.
On the way, Peter.
Yeah, no rush. I know it'll come. Patience is key. And that's one thing that growing has taught me is it's going to do what it's going to do regardless. Stressing over it isn't going to make anything better. And just go with the flow.
Keep on pushing, all right?
Gentlemen, it's been a pleasure. It's my first live ever.
Me too, man. Me too. Just appreciate you having us on, man, for sure. It's very
No
cool.
problem.
Ross and Elevated Botanicals. Peter, Tiffany. Thank you guys.
No problem. Thank you. Have a good night, guys.